I'm Vincent.
Hi, I'm Tara G.
Hey, I'm Jayme-Rae.
And
you're on
Homorazzi.com.
Homorazzi.
Homorazzi.
Homorazzi.com.
Jayme-Rae, the winner Tara Jean, and runner-up Vincent. How you guys doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good. All right, so I just watched your guys' performance here at Canada Place. Vincent, what was it like to perform on an open-air stage in front of the mountains and in front of the Olympic cauldron?
Well, for sure it's beautiful. I was just like, well, maybe I'm not going to dance. I'm just going to enjoy the day. But it was really, really good. People were crazy, good audience, so excellent.
It was great because you never know what to expect, especially if there's a stage outside. We're like, okay, it's not, the weather wasn't that nice today, so I didn't know what to expect. And then when we got there, I was like, wow, it feels so good to be able to perform in front of everybody, and especially where we were.
Yeah.
It was great.
Awesome. So Tara Jean, now this is you kind of coming home. You've
Yes.
trained here and you've taught at Harbour before. And so what is it like when you get to come home to Vancouver and, you know, perform for such an amazing audience that are so excited to see you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, as soon as I got off the airplane, I'm like, Vancouver, seeing the mountains, seeing downtown again, made my life. And being on stage with the mountains behind us was beautiful.
Yeah.
And seeing the hundreds of people, like, just cheering for you, and it made my life. Like, I love Vancouver, and I loved the stage. And the audience was great.
That's perfect.
Like, really strong audience.
So I'm just going to go through each of you, and I want you guys to tell me how your life has changed since the show, from the day you guys went on tour till now.
Oh my god, I don't know where to start actually. It's changed a lot, like it completely changed my life. It was like I've been traveling like all the time. Actually, I'm from Trois-Rivières, it's a small town just outside of Montreal. So since the show, actually I think I've been there like maybe for a month, and I'm just like separately. So like I'm just traveling everywhere, and it's really cool. And I have the chance to travel with TJ a lot, so it's really cool. It's really, really good. We're doing like, anyway, I don't like. There's so much stuff we've been
Living
to
out
in
of
the
your suitcase.
living out of a suitcase, exactly.
Totally.
So
Absolutely.
it's really cool.
Great. How about you, Tara Jean? What do you think has changed the most for you since winning the show?
Being a dancer, we're used to doing our performances, dancing behind singers, and all that kind of stuff. And now since the show, I'm doing photo shoots for magazine covers. I'm getting calls for speeches, for appearances, for red carpet. So being a dancer, you don't expect to do those things. You're like signing autographs. You're like, dude, I'm usually behind singers. Like, so
That's true.
Yeah, so it's an awesome chance, and I hope the Canadian show stays in Canada for a really long time because dancers need it. So
That's great. So Jayme-Rae, you and I were talking about how you're planning on moving to LA right away. Do you want to just mind telling me what you plan on pursuing while you're out there?
I was not exactly sure what I wanted from it, but I felt as if I needed to go there.
Right.
I don't know. There's just something about. There's obviously there's a little bit more work commercially. I wanted to try it out. I mean, you're never sure what you're getting into when you haven't been somewhere.
Right.
I mean, I've visited it before, but I've never lived there. So I wanted to try it out. Maybe not permanently, but just to see how it is. And of course, there's my fear of, you know, you don't want to change as a person. It's very different, you know. Like, I feel as though, you know, each place has their different dancers. Like I find in Montreal we have it, like we have a spirit about us. Vancouver has a different thing, you know. LA has a different spirit. So obviously I want to remain myself. That's my only thing. So I might be there for a little bit. We'll see what happens. But I kind of like going and then not knowing what to expect exactly.
How you guys feel about Canadian dancers breaking into the American market. So how hard is it as a Canadian to break into such an Americanized, you know, commercial area?
I'll start.
She's like, she's been there before, so she knows.
Yeah, I lived in the States in LA for a year, and I loved it, and it's so much more competitive over there. So it's true, you have to have a thicker skin, because Canadians, you get cut from an audition, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay, no worries.
Yeah.
And then American, you get cut, they're like, that's all right, I'm going to get the next job. So the difference is, for Alex Wong, for example, he's killing it on the American show.
Yeah.
I mean, as Canadians, we would love to have him support Canada, but he's got enough talent to make it anywhere around the world. So props to him, props to Blueprint Crew, they're awesome. We had some of them on our season, so it's cool to see them go for it. And in the States, I don't know why, they support TV and stuff, it's more commercial over there, where in Canada, people are just so nice here.
People, like the way we support each other, the way everything is, it's more like as a team, you know. But Alex Wong, like I've had the chance to work with him for one of the conventions we did, and he is the nicest person. We meshed, like it was instantly, like I don't know, he's just such a nice person, and to see him go through all of that I don't know. I'm really happy for him. It's great. And to see Blueprint also make it there, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Kim, who was on the show with
Right.
us, and Nico Archambault, who was on the show with us.
Right.
They're all a part of that. Like, Kim didn't get the chance to do the show with them.
Right.
But she's amazing, and now she's traveling with them and doing the show. So we're proud of them.
And you're American.
You're American.
Exactly, I'm so American. No, I think that it's crazy, like, because for a long time, dancer were like, oh, in the United States it's so strong, in Canada, like, we're so strong, but, like, just to have the chance to have dancer, we're going there, and, like, Blueprint, that they finish second, and, like, it's crazy, like, so, like, these people can see that, oh, in Canada, like, dance is strong, everywhere it's strong, so I think we're starting to get stronger and stronger, so I really like this, like...
Excellent. What's up next for you guys?
Well, what's up next for me? I think we've already talked about that
LA.
for the LA thing. It's good because I have my American citizenship now. My dad's American,
Woo!
so you know, it's a good thing. So we'll see what happens with that, and I want to work with my sister too.
Excellent. Vincent, what's next for you?
Well, actually, my dad is not American. So I'm going to stay here. Well, exactly. I'm supporting Canada. I'm going to stay here for sure. Like, since the show has been really busy, it's going to be the same stuff a little bit. Like, there's some big contracts that are coming out for sure. But future, like, later, I really want to have my dance studio. Not now, because I'm still young. I want to perform. I want to do show everywhere. But my biggest plan is really to have my dance studio.
Awesome. And Tyrell?
Well, the next big one for me is Nico and I. It's a cool collabo. We're going to be shooting a commercial.
Great.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
And then,
You heard it here first on Homorazzi.
And then Vincent and I are going to be back in Vancouver, which is awesome, teaching at Harbor Dance.
For the summer intensive?
Yes, exactly.
Correct.
So check it out, harbordance.com, ballroom, contemporary.
I forgot to say
Contemporary.
this.
Yes, he forgets his schedule sometimes.
Yeah, she's there for me.
Good.
Actually, it's the opposite.
And then after that, I'm off to Paris, which is awesome too. It was such a great thing. 5, 6, 7, 8 Showtime put on this whole scholarship program that they got to pick dancers from Canada,
Amazing.
Canadian dancers, to go to Paris, which I get to go for the trip. And yes, because usually dancers go to like New York and say, oh, these are the basic places. But now it's like, actually, you're going to try something new. Because, there's so much dance in the world, but we go to the same places. So, yeah.
Sounds good.